am bam damn a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Donovan. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns the corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
Tide wins. The Crimson Tide wins.
This does put a smile on my face.
Big up for it. Fires to the end zone.
Hey, good Saturday evening, everyone. I hope y'all done good today. I hope you watched the game. That was interesting. Very interesting. Hey, Mr. Motherfucking Jones, I'm going to put MA up there just in case. I may talk to you, fella. All right, there we go. It is on there. All right, guys, I hope you watched the game. Let's see. Waylon is on there at 6-0, and I know there's some others out there. I see you. I want to know how you thought about the game today. It was very interesting. But I got a guy here that'll help us talk about it. Guys, it is an open chat room. If you want to come on, tell your thoughts. Let's talk about it. Let's see what you thought about today. All right, Mr. Waylon, come on in here, brother. How you doing? Waylon.
I'm good. How you doing, Dennis? So
I'm
good. How
doing
you
a little.
doing?
I'm doing a little bit better. It was a kind of a rough day for me. The reason why I'm coming on late. Did you happen to watch the game today? I know it's a stupid question.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I sure did. Yeah.
I did too. I know, Jones. I said it right. He's so crazy. Oh, what'd you think? What'd you think about? Let's just go this route. What'd you think about the format? It was different.
Yeah, it was a little confusing. If you want to, I wouldn't want nobody to ask me to try to explain how the points worked. I mean, I saw it done that way before. It's been done that way before, but it's hard to explain. So it's a little confusing to some people. I think some people thought that was a new format, but it's really not. It's been used before.
Yeah, I've never seen it myself, but it took me for just a minute of getting accustomed to how the points were scored. It seemed like every touchdown, and there wasn't no. Well, I guess they would have counted field goals, but the guy missed one of them. And the defensive scoring, what's kind of threw me, looked like to me every time they made a stop, they got 3 points. But that's fine. But it looks like to me if it's in the 20s on the offensive side, looks like to me they should have got 7 points. But all they would get was 3, you know. And I liked what they done on 4th and 10. If you didn't make it, sometimes they would let you have another one just to. They was trying to get them in there and get their reps in and teach them things as they was going along. It's still a glorified practice, but I actually enjoyed watching them play. I was surprised by a lot of stuff. But that point system, yeah, that was a little bit confusing, but once you got used to it, it was okay. I liked it. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was different. I don't know.
Okay, what do you think about the defensive play? I'm curious about that. The system, what is it? The swarm, the 4-5-2. What do you think about that? It was kind of strange for me.
Yeah, 4-2-5
Something like that.
swarm. That's what they say they're running. I mean, the 4-5 is. If you can call it a yellow jacket, a waltz, a swarm, or whatever, it's still a 4-2.
Mhm.
I mean,
Are you a big fan of it?
it is. I don't. If it works, we'll see.
Well,
I
at one
mean,
time. I'm sorry, I
Did you
must be
think
having
it
a little
worked?
bit of
Did you
delay.
like it?
Hey, B. Jamin. Well, I'll tell you like this. I wasn't impressed at first, but I understand this is their first time using it and being televised, putting pressure on the kids. I enjoyed that part, but it seemed like to me they were there, but there were a lot of big plays in that first half, I guess you want to call it. That's why they kept going up on the score. And I really wasn't impressed with it at first, but I did notice in the second half it seemed to have started gelling in. You started getting pass rushes. The quarterbacks didn't have it so well easy. Neither did the running backs. The wide receivers I thought was doing pretty good, but it seemed like we could get more pressure. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it just yet. But it seemed like to me the cornerbacks and safeties started kicking in. I will talk about individual players here in just a minute, but I there at the end of it, the second half, I kind of took a liking to it, and it was kind of reminding me a little bit more about some old fashioned defense where you had some pass rushing coming on, and that's what we're about, or we used to be. What do you think?
Well, they got a little. It got a little. I guess it got a little sloppy in the down to the, a lot more on the defensive line when they got down, down to the goal line. But there's a little sloppy in the middle of the field. But I mean, they didn't show you everything anyway, and they was playing a lot of players. So I mean, what do you go there to expect to see?
Yeah. And what do you think about the offense? That's curious.
Look like to me it's going to be another one of them shootout offenses, and hope the defense can keep up, because the offense is going to score 50 points a game. Maybe he can do that. Maybe that's his prerogative. I mean, he's not that worried about defense if he can score 50, 60 points a game. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, there were certain things I was looking for just as they started out. Hey, Linda P., glad to see you, hon. Be jamming. Glad to see you too, bud. Anyways, let me get that off there. That was interesting, and we're going to talk about that. I'm gonna hold on to that with 33 Adam. The quarterbacks. I first started out watching the center, because that was one of my questions. Who was going to be the center? Looked like to me, and how was it going to go? Brockmeyer, I believe, took the majority of the snaps, and he looked pretty decent. And it looked like to me the ball needs to come up just a little bit more, but I'm sure that'll come as they start gelling in and working on that. And after I seen the center, I went to the quarterbacks and see how he was doing. Of course, the beginning of it, you had Milroe, and then I think they threw in Ty, and then they threw in Lonergan, and then Mac. That was about the order that they first started out. But I want to know what your thoughts are on Milroe.
Numbers, if you look at all, I guess Austin Mack may have had the lowest number of all of them. I don't know. I mean, when it wound up, he was 6 for 9, 10. I don't know. I think that I forgot the yardage, but they all look pretty good to me. I thought they was, I don't know, look better than what they usually do.
I will tell you this much. I think Milroe looked a whole lot better than he even did last year. I mean, his confidence was there. He dropped several good passes. I mean, some fine looking passes. And I was really impressed with his demeanor today. I enjoyed it. And I was like, okay, now I'm beginning to see why he has come on as the number one quarterback this year. I can see it. And I can see it in his demeanor out there on the field. I'm liking what I see out of Milroe. I thought he done an excellent job. His running and what the coach is letting him do, that you could hear, of not just passing, but hey man, use what you got. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Now, what do you think about Simpson and the rest of them? What do you think about them individually?
I thought that I thought they all done pretty good myself. I mean, I hear him bash them. I mean, I thought it. I was sort of pleased with all of them myself. I don't guess everybody was, but I mean, I saw a whole lot worse. I saw a whole lot better, but I saw a whole lot worse.
Well, let me ask you this. Which one would you pick if you couldn't have Milroe? Say Milroe went down, or if he wasn't here, who would you have put up there as your number one?
I mean, Ty Simpson has got to be him or Dylan Longren's got to be the Lone Ranger is what I call him. Got to be number 2 right now. You know, I don't think they really had no depth chart, but I don't know. You know, I guess Ty Simpson probably he had the best numbers. I guess the second best numbers probably.
Yeah, it might be. It might be, but Ty Simpson come on kind of like on when the defense hadn't started getting going good yet. And I kind of wonder if that affected Lonergan and Mac. I'm going to be honest with you. Mac had some good attributes, I thought, but not enough to press me to put him up there as number one. Now, Ty Simpson, I have to agree. You know, Ty Simpson looked like your number 2 guy. So if he was, if Milroe wasn't there or something happened, yeah, I would think you probably would throw Ty. Lonergan, I'm still out in left field on him too. But I thought his arm was strong, and he done okay. I thought he done okay. So I guess it would have to be Ty or Lonergan, be honest with you. But right now, I'm proud Milroe's here, be honest with you. He really did. I just was really satisfied with how he played today.
Yep.
All right. Okay. I like what 6-0 is saying. We'll see, Miss Linda P. I'm hoping he's right now. I hope nothing happens to Milroe. I really enjoyed watching him play today. B. Jammin says, looked like to be hitting fairly hard at practice game. I agree with that. They did not just take this lightly, and I thought they did a good job. Guys, it is an open chat room. The link is in there if you want to come on and talk, be part of the show. You're welcome to do so. Linda P. That was what we're going to get to here in just a minute about the running backs. Did Ty have the second string off it? I'm wondering about all of it, to be honest with you. They kept interchanging. You know, I thought it was so much more about competition on both sides, the offense and defense. They done it different where it wasn't just first string and second string. They intermixed it all along. Yeah, I agree with you, Justin Milroe. Yep, I'm really proud he's still here. 6-0 is not worried about the QBs. Our D worries us a bit. I'm wondering. I And I guarantee you our first test is going to be Georgia with this new defense. Guarantee you that. I don't think that anybody else is really going to tempt us much. Let's see here. What did you think about the play calling? I know it was vanilla with
yeah,
Nick Sheridan.
Yeah, the play calling was just a play calling. You know, people were asking headset, trying to, to get the headset in, because you can't talk back in it. All you can do is listen, and only one guy can have it on. You got one guy on offense and one guy on defense, and you have to have a green dot. You have to have a green dot on back of your helmet. You got that mic. Whichever one it is on offense, whichever one it is on defense, somebody's confused about that. Somebody asked me about that. That's how that ball bounces, unless they change it. Anything they want, I guess. But that's how that ball bounces. But I don't know if they were testing that out today or not. I guess they were a little bit. But I don't know. No, they wasn't going to show you a whole lot. They didn't. This little practice game is all it was. That was it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they even tried it out. I don't remember seeing no green dot on nobody's helmet, Melrose or anybody in the defense. I know they talked about Malachi Moore being permanent team captain, and I didn't see nothing on the back of his helmet either, just to be honest. But I thought the play calling actually, because they come out with some jet sweeps and some passes downfield, I was liking it so far. I believe you're right. We're going to have a high scoring offense. Or try to. I'm going to try to get into the running backs. How impressed were you with that? I know you were. Had to be.
Well, when you got an offensive line that can block for you, so you had Brockemeyer at center, and then you had Formby out there. Where was Formby at? Right, left tackle or right tackle? Which one was he at? Right tackle or left tackle?
I can't remember, but I know I've seen him on the right hand side, so I think he might have been right tackle for a little while. And I could be wrong, guys.
Yeah.
Because I know Pritchett was out there.
He was on. Yeah. I mean, those running backs. I mean, I don't know how good they're going to be in the middle of the field against against the big guys, but bouncing outside, if they look pretty good today to me, they look pretty good running outside.
Oh, Justin says that he believes our defense will be elite. I'll tell you what, if they played like they did in the second half and start gelling a little bit more, I think you're on to something. I'm still just a little bit. I'm kind of like 6-0, just a little bit. I'm not accustomed to it. Let's go that route. But I will say that in the end of it, I already said it. Their pass rushing looked better. They're stopping the run, especially up the middle, looked better in the second half than it did the first half. Oh, let's see here. Okay, the running backs. Jam Miller. He looked good. He looked really, really good today. And I think he's going to be your number one running back. But I'm gonna have to say this. Richard Young is who he was all advertised to be. I mean, that kid's got he could take some hits. I sat there and watched him go through about 2 or 3 tackles on either his first or second run. I'm like, okay, this is what I've been waiting to see out of Richard Young for quite a while. Because Justice Haynes come over here because of Richard Young, if I remember correctly. And I thought Justice Haynes done pretty good. What did you think about Daniel Hill?
Great job.
You think so?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say I was impressed with him as much as I was with, but look who he's playing with: Jam Miller, Justice Haynes, Richard Young. I thought he needed a little bit more work, but he doing okay. That Montgomery dude on the O-line, he's legit. He's big and strong. I really thought the O-line done pretty good too. I'll be honest with you. They started getting jammed up in the second half. I'm gonna say that, but like I said, it's a spring game. Defense got tired of all them points getting thrown up there on them in the first half, and they come alive. But I think the freshman Caleb Odom was out there. What do you think about him?
I thought a lot of the guy. I mean, they were swapping so many people in and out and playing.
Yeah.
I thought he, which one we do? Jalen Hale's the one we got hurt.
Mhm.
Yeah, probably the whole season, I guess, the way they talked.
Yeah, well, they said
Back
it
by
probably.
the playoffs, if they, if Alabama makes it, they shouldn't.
Well, I thought Prentice looked good. I did, and I was so glad to. I wanted to see him come on this year, and of course Kendrick Law, he looked good. I'm gonna tell you what, but it was really hard to pick on offense who you liked and defense who you liked because you had Kilpatrick Jr. out there. We was all proud to see him make some plays. Uh, it was just a mixed bag of everything. But I'm going to actually be honest with you. I thought the way that he ran the game itself, he put in Milroe, then he would put in Ty, then he would put in Lonergan. He kind of gave you a hint of who's standing where. But he would take someone off, quote, second string, put him in with the first string. I don't think all the positions have been won just yet. Let's put it that way. And there toward the end, he had Lonergan playing, and then he would have Milroe play. Milroe would do 2 or 3 plays, and then he would have Lonergan or Matt come in, take Milroe out, and then turn right around and put Milroe back in there. I thought it was pretty good. I think he's really trying to figure out some things, and for a spring game, that was very interesting. Just say, I know y'all don't want to see my ugly mug up here by myself. There we go. You got your back. So what do you guys think over in the chat room? What particular was you happy about? What you like to see? What did you not like seeing? I'm kind of curious about that. Formby, I've got Formby down as a right tackle. He was 6'7", 320 pounds. What do you think about Pruitt over at left tackle?
I thought the offensive line looked great myself. The first string offensive line when Milroe came out, that was your starting offensive line. If it stays that way, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen over the summer and towards beginning of the season. But the lineup they had there today is they look pretty doggone good to me.
Yeah, I thought so too. As for overall rating on it, what would you say? An A game, a B game? I don't know. I'm sure you didn't go. You think it was a good A game?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was too. To be honest with you, it just took me a minute to get accustomed to what he was doing. But for as entertainment and showing off for the fans and showing what these players are doing, what they're working on, and stuff like that, I thought I rather enjoyed this game. I really did. Who jumps into the portal? I know, and that's what starts on the 15th. That's what's going to hurt my feelings. 'Cause I actually thought there were several good young players out there that's showed a lot of promise, and I can't tell you their names. I seen some Pierres and Perrys and names I have not seen or have even heard talked about, but I actually thought they was doing pretty good out there.
Well, they also mentioned Alabama might get out of the portal. So, I mean, they're still, we don't know, they going after some people out of their stuff, Alabama. So
Yeah, B. Jamin said something about Saban mentioning a field interview that we may need to hit the portal for some positions. And I'm going to be honest, from what I've seen today, if we're going to do that, we basically need to hit them up for depth. That's what I'm thinking. And I could be wrong there too, because I thought the freshmen looked pretty good. So,
I mean, it's funny season. You got two bye. You got 2 bye weeks this. You got 2 bye weeks this season, and we get a bye week before Georgia, and then we get a bye week. When is it?
LSU.
October 11th. Yeah, LSU the bye week there. So, of course, you got to go to LSU too, guys. But I don't know. I mean, it's the best is. It may wind up better than what we it's going to be with 2 bye weeks and teams on there to beat. But I don't think Georgia's going to be as good as they were last year. I'll go out on a limb and say no. I just don't think I just don't think they'll be as good as they were last year.
I'm hoping so on the defensive side. If our offensive side looks like it did today, yeah, they're going to have a problem. It kind of makes me wonder. We done a show, and I asked several people. We went through the schedule, and I was like, okay, what game can we win? Can we lose? And basing it pretty much on what I would call a slight downgrade in the Alabama football team overall. And we kind of figured out that we would probably at least go 10-12 or 10-2, and there were possibilities that we could lose another game because we was giving in already to Georgia, and probably I'm not even sure about LSU, but there was another team in there that we felt like we would lose to. Now, the way it's looking, I think we might even do better than that. A 11-1 is definitely going to be in the playoffs. But I do feel like we may just go that route. We may win it all. Today to me was a good confidence builder in what our team is looking like. There were 15 practice LSU. Hope now good and well they're gonna put LSU as a night game. It's at their house, yeah. They want them folks to be drinking. 6-0 why? Missouri, and Ole Miss worries you. Why? I'm the same way. I really don't think so. I think we got now. Will it be a fight and a scare? Yeah, they're gonna play tough, but I think we can beat them pretty handily. I say, and if I was giving predictions right now, I guarantee you, I felt like we would win probably at least by 7 on both teams, especially Missouri. Ole Miss, Saban gone. I feel like there's a difference. Kiffin used to be under Saban, so he at least halfway knew what Saban was doing. And this guy's as new, so he's not going to be as used to this guy. So I think, we're going to handle him. Yeah, implementing the new offense. Yeah, I think we did good too. Justin, anybody, like I said, anybody wants to come on, y'all come right on. I'm going to post it up one more time. Yeah, we won't stay on too late tonight, but I wanted to get some thoughts out there.
Y'all come on, don't be scared.
All right.
Come on.
I'm just kind of curious about the play calling now. That's what I'm wondering. Because it wasn't as vanilla as I thought it was going to be. I know they're going to have more plays, but I really thought his play calling today was pretty good. I did. I wasn't used to seeing jet sweeps. I wasn't used to seeing the running backs do what they were doing. It's totally different. You can see it. I mean, it's slight subtleties, but you can see it even in this A game.
Yeah, I read an article. Brian Kelly said he didn't see no reason why LSU couldn't dominate now, since it was their conference now. I mean, that's, I thought to myself, he's listening to Paul Feinbaum too much. He's on Feinbaum show too much. What's wrong?
Oh, Lordy. Yeah. Yeah, he thought that last year too, that, everything goes through him now. Well, that changed. Well,
Nussmeier's going to be their quarterback. So, I mean.
For Georgia?
Saw him play against, not about LSU. You saw him play against Georgia a couple of years.
Oh, LSU.
When they, game when he says he played way better than Daniels did. So I mean, LSU may if Nussmeier gets it rolling and can play like he did against Georgia I think he's going to have one of the best offensive lines in the SEC. Alabama them too. Brian Kelly may be right. I don't know. It
Maybe.
could be a dog fight. I don't know.
I love the confidence of Linda P. Guys, I'm not worried about nothing. Crimson Tide is on a mission, believe it. They're not going to show what's really cooking in the pot. No, we totally agree, but I'm going to be honest with you, Linda. I thought they'd done a good job with the play calling today and not be so vanilla, just run up the middle and stuff like that. I really liked it. It was enjoyable. Oh, Justin, how are you doing, bud?
What's up?
Hey, glad to see you again. You ain't been out here with me for quite a while. How you doing?
Good. How y'all doing?
Oh, doing all right. No, he ain't been fishing. He been working.
I've been working a lot, and I've been doing a little fishing too.
Ah, dang it. Waylon called it. Dang it, Waylon.
Yeah, I sent him.
But I've been working a real lot.
I sent him some pictures. A couple, yeah.
Yeah.
Gee.
Hey, but today, I think we look real good. If you really think about it, everybody's judging this, but you forgot that Kalen DeBoer just came in. Everybody's forgetting that Kalen DeBoer just came in. We had to learn a whole new offense, and they've only had 15 practices. So I think we look pretty damn good for 15 practices.
Yeah, especially in, like you said, input in a new offense. But, he didn't throw a lot in there, but I just enjoyed watching what he did do. 15 practices. I kind of wonder what the summer going to be like.
I think we're going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
What's your best takeaway? What impressed you the most today?
I would say our running backs. Our running backs impressed me a lot. Because they run a little bit at Washington, but they didn't. I believe we're gonna run more than they did at Washington. Than Kalen DeBoer did at Washington.
I do too, but I know I've read some where they was trying to get the running backs more involved this year, and it looked just like that's what he's actually trying to do. I'm really not going to judge a whole lot on our offense because our defense was kind of slacking in the first half, but they come on in the second half. That was telling me more about the defense. It was looking good. It was looking good, or better than what I thought they were doing in the first half. What you think about our quarterback situation?
Well, you know me. I like Miro. I think Miro's going to be it. Miro made a lot of good passes, but the wide receivers were dropping the ball. He made some good throws. There was 3, maybe 4 passes he passed, and they dropped the ball. It was right on.
Do y'all think that they were playing loose today?
I think they was playing loose, but I think they was being a little bit vanilla at first on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get everybody in there, rotate everybody, give everybody a chance.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought maybe the defense just wasn't right on the same page in the first half. But just the way Milroe was playing, the running backs was playing, they were starting to dog them, be honest with you. And I felt like the quarterbacks, when I say they were loose, if something got blowed up, they improvised pretty well. So, I thought that really, to me, they just seemed like they were looser and ready to play. It looked like they was having fun, like they have the leeway to play their game. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing I like, the offensive line, to me, they look pretty damn good. They was opening up holes everywhere. They was opening up good running lanes for our running backs.
BJ. Yeah, dynamite. All right. Well, Did the defense even say anything to you? Did you like that? Because I said to Waylon, first half, I wasn't so sure, but that second half, the pass rushing started coming on.
Yeah, they look good. Oh, Red Morgan looks good. I've been hearing about him.
I have too, but I didn't see a lot of him. He was mentioned a time or two, but there was some other people on the edges. Who was that one in the middle that come through that? Somebody just nailed him, stonewalled him right there at the line.
Justin Jefferson looked good.
I must have missed him. I will tell you what, I hate ESPN for today. I do. They started out on me for ESPN News and showed maybe like the first series with Milroe and maybe a little bit of Ty. Then they went to a break, and next thing I know, they changed back over to ESPN, and I'm sitting there, I'm missing, I missed a touchdown out of it. I'm sorry, turkeys. Jeez, I hate ESPN when they do that way.
Hey, did you see a couple of them good passes that Milroe made? Them good long passes?
Yeah, I got to see probably most of it. I'm sure when they was in their and I know what they do. They go ahead and start the game on one channel while something's going on. Because I think the UFL was on ESPN to start with, and they went into their little spiel. And then once they got settled in, then they changed Alabama over back to ESPN. So I figure it was probably Lonergan or somebody like that might have been quarterback, because when I found the channel that they were on, we had done scored another touchdown. So
it was Jeremy Bernard looked real good.
Here's the thing.
That Jeremy Bernard.
There were so many new names out there. I could not stay up with it because 1 minute they're in.
Well,
go ahead.
I said Jeremy Bernard is number 5. He was the one that was catching them good long balls, them contested, that one contested catch.
I remember that.
Against Malachi Moore, he jumped up right there, and then he caught that other one on the side, that long one on the side. That was Jeremy Bernard.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember that name, and there's another one in there that I can't remember. Put my finger on. Of course, we all do Prentice, Kendrick Law. There was another one in there too. Guys, I've slept since then, so look over me.
Jam Miller. Then there was a tight end that come from Washington too. I can't think of his name, but he caught a ball.
What'd you think about Sab?
I think he's gonna be pretty good.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I can't play. I mean, he's down there playing. He's doing better than I am. So, I mean, more power to him. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I thought he done okay. Yeah, I think he done okay. I mean, he come from Michigan. Don't lose your thought there, Justin. Adams, is that the one you was talking about? Yeah, Adams was out there quite a bit. Heard his name mentioned a lot today, to be honest with you. Is that the
yeah, Cole Adams. Yeah, he looked good.
He did. But I'm gonna say again, I thought this was a good format. He had so many different names out there, and he wasn't just holding them back, in their play calling. He wanted to call the plays and see how you done, and he let them show out. Is that the way he done at Washington?
And I like the jet sweeps too. We put the jet sweeps back in there.
Yeah, that looked good too. Which one was your favorite in the running backs? I know what you're going to say, but go ahead and say it anyways.
Well, Justice looked good, but we didn't get to see him too much. I don't know why that was, but Jam Miller looked real good. I like Richard Young.
I love Richard.
He looked real good too.
I love Richard.
Richard Young looked good. I believe he's gonna get some carries this year. And then Jam Miller. I like when they have Jam and Justice both in the backfield at the same time. I like that.
Well, they did say they was going to try to incorporate the running backs more this season. So I liked it. I really was impressed with Richard Young. Now, when the defense tightened up in the second half, they kind of shut him down a little bit. He did get a couple first downs, but they were short. But when in the beginning of the game, he looked good. I mean, I was waiting on that. Let's see here.
I was real impressed with our offensive line, though. To me, Booker and what's his name, Brockermeyer, he made some good blocks. Him and Tim Smith were going at it. They were going back and forth. They were going at it. He looked real good.
Oh, what do you think about James Smith?
Yeah, he looked good too.
He looked like he was a beast.
Quay Russaw looked good too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Remember seeing him in a couple plays. All right, guys, we're not going to linger on here too much longer, but I would like to get your thoughts on overall. Was you satisfied with the format? Was you satisfied with the game? Were you satisfied with how the coaches was doing? And I know, you know what I'm saying. It's a practice game. So what was your overall thoughts?
Well, my overall thoughts is I loved it. I think we're going to be better this year than the last few years. We have with Nick. I know Nick Saban. I love Nick Saban. I hate that he's gone. But Kalen DeBoer is the new age coach. He's bringing in more of the new age, stuff. And I really think we're going to be real good. I believe we might win a natty.
Okay. All right. What do you think, Waylon?
I thought it was one of the, it was swapped up a little bit, and it was a different, spring game, and what a lot of people, they wasn't used to the way it was ran today. But as far as scoring wise, as far as the scoring stuff, we scored more today than we scored the last 3 years in the 8-day game, I guess, just about.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. I mean, if you go back and look at it, I thought it was pretty impressive day myself.
Okay. All right. This is what my takeaways. I thought it was entertaining. I thought DeBoer done a great job getting as many players out there where he can put them under pressure in front of fans and give them incentive to play well, show what you got. And I thought that he done a good job. I thought the defense, once they started gelling together, I thought they come on and showed us that they've got promise. And I'm really enjoying the pass rushing. I'm enjoying the coverage that our cornerbacks and safeties are doing. I'm enjoying that so far. That was second half. But overall, for the first game, I thought it was excellent. I think they showed the SEC that we're not going away. We are going to definitely be competitive. And we've got a shot. Actually, he basically sent a message. We've got a shot. We're going to take the SEC, and we will possibly win a national championship. The possibilities are there. We might have some key components we may end up having to get, but I think his attitude is going to get us back at least into the playoffs. And guys, are you going to be satisfied if we get into the playoffs, even if we might lose? Will you be satisfied with DeBoer's job this year?
Yes, I will. I will. I'll be satisfied. The thing is to always win a natty. But if we make it DeBoer's first year to the playoffs and we lose the first round or the second round, I'll consider it a great season.
Okay, Waylon, what do you think?
I mean, saying he's going to win a natty his first year, I mean, we just have to wait and see. I mean,
it's tough.
He's got all the tools around him. It's. I mean, look at the spring. Nearly 73,000. All didn't even 10,000. I mean, it was pitiful. So I mean,
and I could understand.
It's just that close.
I think he's going to be very close.
Now,
I know it's just. Yeah. I know it's an outstretched hand to say that we're going to win the natty, but I'm going to be honest with you. The way it looked, the way they're playing, it's just everything that he produced today gives you that feel, that confidence that we're not going to backstep any just because we lost the great Nick Saban. I feel like Nick Saban was kind of not. I'm not going to say coasted because I don't never believe Saban ever coasted, but there was something slacking somewhere in his last 3 years. I thought last year was one of his better coaching years because he basically didn't. He went away from everybody else and said, "I'm going to do it this way this year," and of course that didn't pan out, but it was a pretty good season. So I think last year was one of his best in the last few years of coaching. But DeBoer, I believe he showed us something today that you got something to be proud of. We're not going to fall off the map, Georgia. We're not going to fall off the map, LSU. We're still going to be somebody you're going to have to come through if you want to get anywhere this year. Well, all right, guys. 73,000 was in the stands. I thought it looked almost fuller than that, to be honest with you. I know it's 100,000 seating. Linda P., I got one question for you, honey, and please try to answer before we get off here. Did you see Rags and Fitness and Kangaroo or any of them down there? I want to know. Because if they wasn't there, I'm fixing to eat their little hind ends up.
They wasn't there.
They better be.
No,
Rags and Fitness wasn't there.
Kangaroo Black was at home.
That's right. He was. Now.
Know about Rags.
That's disappointing.
Whatever he done.
Yeah, Kangaroo Black held alive. He played. Right. He was at home playing the 8-day live.
Yeah, I remember that now. I'm disappointed in you, KB. Jeez. Let's see here. Oh, we need to make adjustments. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about that too. Mr. Jones. I hope I hurt your feelings. He's talking about we needed to make adjustments on defense, and I wonder if that's what Womack's really all about, because he did make quite a few adjustments in that second half. Guys, first half was offense. Second half, to me, was defense. Defense started racking up points, and I didn't think, and I'm going to say this one more time, I didn't think it was fair on the defense. Offense always got their 7 points, seemed like, and their field goals. Defense, if they made a stop, they only got 3 points. There was a changeover or something like a missed field goal, so defense got 2 points. I didn't think that was fair. If they were like within the 20-yard line and they stopped them, I think the defense should have got 7 points, because good and well they just stopped 7 points from going on the board. So it was a little bit unfair, but as far as eating their steaks and beanie weenies, I thought it was unfair for the defense, to be honest with you. If it was held up that way, defense would have smoked the offense and they'd been eating steak tonight. That's my opinion. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Yeah, it was pretty well. Now you show up, Jeff. You sorry little turkey. Was pretty well balanced on the ball. It was enjoyable. I hope you guys enjoyed the game and gave you something to look forward to for the rest of the season, because now we're going to have afterthoughts. But that'll soon die down, and then we're going to go into the summer. It's going to be interesting. You come August, I guarantee that first game we all will be glued to television or down there watching it. It's going to be a fun year, guys. I hope you get settled in, kick back, and you enjoy this football season. We've got a lot to look forward to. It's going to be very interesting, guys. You got any other thoughts y'all want to get out before we go?
I'm just gonna say I believe we're gonna be dominant like we always have been.
How about you, Wedding?
I hope so. I mean, I hope he can keep the ball rolling. I mean, if he can pull a national championship off his first year, I mean, that's awful impressive. When you do that, you setting a high standard for yourself. Is what you're doing, a high standard.
Yeah. I'm can't never wish that we won't get a national championship, but I can see there are possibilities, and I look forward to that. Justin, I want to thank you for coming on, bud. Waylon, as always, Waylon, I appreciate you coming on. Linda P., let's see, 6-0. You made it fun tonight, Jeff. B jamming 6-0. Good stuff from you, 6-0 tonight. I enjoyed that. Let's see who else is on here. that Jed commented. All right, I ain't gonna go all the way up the board. That's just the ones that were recent. We enjoyed y'all tonight. I hope y'all had fun, enjoyed the game. Guys, catch us next time. I'm sure the Four Horsemen or the Horsemen will be back on Tuesday night at 7:00 Central Time. And y'all come back. They only got 3 now. One of them been shot.
I took one out, Justin. There only 3 of them now.
But I'm sure it's going to be a great show. I look forward to it. So, guys, catch them Tuesday night. And we will catch y'all later. Thanks for coming to see us, guys. Y'all have a good night. Take care of yourselves. And here goes the bear. See y'all, guys.
Let's see y'all.
Bye, guys.
See. Roll Tide.
You've got to be better in all 3 areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those 3 areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at the time, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out of here as national champion.